Birdsong. To some of you, Professor Birdsong. And you know, I collect these weird criminal law stories for your enjoyment, and I'm going to read a couple of them here on the air, maybe more than a couple. Let's see. This happened in Detroit, Michigan. Listen to this. A Michigan man was charged with receiving sexual favors from a vacuum cleaner. When a resident complained that there were unusual deeds being perpetrated behind a car wash, police went to investigate. Sure enough, a man whose ID was not released was using the vacuum cleaner for a sexual partner. He was escorted off to jail to cool off. Oh baby, oh baby, oh baby. I bet that's what he said, huh? All right. Wisconsin. A Wisconsin man says his religious beliefs stopped him from murdering and raping women. But that apparently didn't prevent him from breaking into their homes, stealing their underwear, and sending them threatening notes. Christopher Sullivan, 43 years old, is accused by police of sending some of the women pictures of decapitated Barbie dolls with messages that they would be likewise treated, and they go on to say in the note, and we will have your skull at our table of sacrifice. This guy's a nut job and a pervert. All right, a prison in Utah. Jacob Kelsey, an imprisoned rapist, is trying to sue for divorce. However, he cannot pay the $155 filing fee mandated by Utah law. Kelsey earns only 30 cents per hour at his prison job. He now has filed a federal civil lawsuit to try to overturn the law. Good luck, Jake. Ontario, Canada. A Canadian woman who had spent the evening boozing turned the wheel of her car over to her 9-year-old daughter. She was promptly arrested before they both got killed. Police in southwestern Ontario said they saw a car moving slowly along country roads and pulled it over after noticing how tiny the driver was. The woman was concerned that she was unable to drive, having consumed some alcohol at a social function. Cops said, must have been the function at the junction, huh, folks? This one comes from Kano, Nigeria. I've actually been to Kano, Nigeria. An Islamic court in northern Nigeria sentenced a 20-year-old slacker to 6 months in jail and then caned him 20 strokes at the request of his father, saying his son's refusal to go to school and his membership in a gang brought shame to the family. The desperate father begged the court for help. Please put this boy in prison so that I can be free, the father said. Free at last, thank God Almighty, I'm free at last. Here's the last one. It comes from Halifax in the United Kingdom. Even the most hardened robber can show remorse. Police in England report that a repentant burglar, sent flowers and an apology note to his 91-year-old victim after nearly startling her to death during an early morning break-in. The thief, who fled empty-handed, wrote to the woman saying he thought no one was home. There you go. A thief and a dope to boot. This has been Birdsong. Be back with you with more criminal law stories in the future.